Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints. Last time, I think, was probably the most stressful experience that I've had in this game yet, but I think, based on what I'm seeing right here, it looks like it probably paid off. So let's go ahead and look at what this is. Exam results. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that feels about right. I felt really good about most of the beginning of it, and then kind of towards the end, I felt a little less confident. So, seems like that was pretty accurate to my experience. Uh, yeah, 100% on color, science, art, algebra, math, geography. I'm actually kind of surprised I got 100% on geography because I was starting to get a little less confident there. But history and Arajan seem like they could use some work. So maybe I'll learn a little bit more about those things. But based on the trophy on this table, it looks like I might not necessarily need to because I got an A. Very nice. You've been awarded the diploma trophy for getting an A on the classroom final exam. Very cool. I'm officially a graduate of elementary school. Feels good, feels good. That's the same letter. Okay. And we now have 4 out of the 16 trophies. That's awesome. I think we're well on our way to the trophy of invention because I've only got 2 more of those, I'm pretty sure. What else? Complete the Mount Holly directory. I feel like we're not too far off from that. I want to say there aren't very many holes in my directory, so maybe that will be coming sooner than I've been thinking. Dartboard puzzles, I don't remember how many of those we've done, but I mean, we're doing them pretty often, so maybe. Trophy of drafting, probably never. That seems absolutely insane. There was one, I don't remember how long ago it was, but there was one run that I did where I felt like I had a lot of dead ends, and it was not even close. Trophy of sigils? I mean, that's definitely one of my main goals, so I for sure hope that I get that. Trophy 8. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. What is room 8? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But presumably it is the 4th and final puzzle room. So maybe I need to solve some more gallery puzzles, which seems pretty daunting. But, maybe. Don't know about dare mode and curse mode. Definitely don't know about day 1. I don't know how all this works in combination with separate save files and things like that. Buy out the entire showroom. I think that definitely could happen. I feel like if the stars align one day, I could just get so much money and have a showroom and be able to buy all of it. That's definitely something that could happen. Yeah. So, yeah. Last time I did the exam, probably the most stressful experience I've had in this game. Because on top of it being just a very stressful thing, timed exam, you can go run around, but your time is still ticking, all that stuff. I really needed to be done already with recording at that time so I could get started on dinner, which I had not done yet. And on top of that, even, I really had to pee. And I couldn't pause the game at all for any of those things, so I just had to kind of push through and hope that I could finish it all in time. But, I think it paid off. So, what do I want to do today? Hovel is always intriguing. It definitely makes Freezer. I mention this every single time I see Hovel. You already know what I'm thinking. Makes Freezer a little less threatening. Toolshed, I do love 2 special items, and Tomb still has some candles to be lit. But that would obviously require getting the burning glass, which is hard to do. Let me actually remind myself of what it takes to make the burning glass because I don't really remember. Do I have that in my notes? Maybe. But also maybe not. I think maybe they're in my phone notes. So, yes. Burning glass is magnifying glass and metal detector. I mean, I feel like metal detector is something I get pretty frequently. Let's try it. Do I go ahead and get the 5 coins now, or do I just wait and come back later once I've gotten some dead ends? If I'm going to come back later anyway, I might as well save myself the 2 steps. Especially when I'm already starting with as many coins as I am. Alrighty. I've kind of forgotten about it, but I mean, dropping coins in the fountain is a decent way to like save coins for future runs. I don't think that's really something I want to do right now, but I haven't forgotten about it. I mean, sure, let's do pantry. Those weren't my favorite options in the world, but it was something. There was stuff about on the exam about like the colors of the different fruits, and I wonder if that is significant at all for the colors of the different realms. I hadn't really thought about it until they brought it up, but might be something to think about. Let's go ahead and put utility closet here. Right at the beginning, not too far off the beaten path, just in case we need it. I think I do have a key card actually, which is nice. So I'll just do this and then quickly check. Do I have a key card? I do have a key card. Very nice. So that's already one dead end too. So what else can I get? Let's put a spare room here, and then let's go this way. 'Cause I'm weird. Never really know what the best way to approach this is. Let's do a nursery. I think getting a nursery early is always pretty nice. That is also pretty nice. I like that. Okay. I could go back now and get 15 coins, but I think I'll keep going just for a bit. Ooh, laboratory. It would use my last gem, so maybe I hold off on that for now. Let's go to the right. Courtyard fits well here, but I don't want to use a gem. Let's put a storeroom here. It's kind of risky, I think, in terms of positioning, but it is another dead end and does have materials I need. Or resources, I should say. Don't love the placement of any of that, but let's do security. Ooh, very nice. And let's turn up security, because I can. Okay, and do that. Nope, I already did that. Back. Is it just the 20 coins? Okay, nice. Alrighty, and we have a security door here. Ooh, archives. It's really early in the run to be getting archives, but it's also really rough to only be able to go left. I'll risk it. I will risk only being able to go left. And hope that it's fine. Is there really nothing? Man, I would have thought something would be in here with my rabbit's foot and all. That's alright. Let's set up an experiment. Ooh, letters in the mailroom. I do like letters. Have I gotten another letter? I know that was available to me at some point. I don't remember if I actually triggered it. I guess I can look at the history. I don't know if I've had a single apple yet, so I might do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. It's pretty simple. Let's look at... Oh no, I want to look at the research logs. Okay. Right. That's the 4 letters that I got, which was nice. Have I gotten any others? No, 0 times triggered. Okay, good to know. So, there have not been any other letters sent to the mailroom since the last time that I did several. Man, lots of red rooms today. I could do dark room and just go turn it on. I'm not that far. And it would get it out of the way before I am too far. So, yeah, let's do that. Especially since there's usually an item in there once I turn the lights on. And you know, while I'm coming back this way anyway, I could just go grab those coins too. Just to get it all done in one trip. That might make sense. I guess I'm really hoping to get a magnifying glass and a metal detector and a workshop today. I don't know how likely that really is, but it would be nice. Okay, grab my coins. And I don't think there's anything else to do in here for the time being. So we're just gonna go back up. And we've got plenty of coins to show for it. Okay, and I'm going to remember to stop by the utility closet and turn off the dark room. Here we go. Yes, dark room back on. Thank you. And on we go this way. This is kind of a winding layout already. Okay, what do we have? We have a gem, and that might be it. Well, it's better than nothing. I would have liked a magnifying glass, I think. But that's perfectly fine. Kennel gets us down more, so I think I'll take that. Ooh, there's coins in here. Sure. Okay, and I will pet the dog again. It's been a good day good couple of days for petting dogs. Yeah, I'll go down to the bottom. And I'll probably end up getting a conservatory. I feel like I typically get that in this corner. Or not, that's fine. Do I want 2 kind of random items, or do I want 3 gems for sure? I might want 2 random items because I've got gems, and what I really need is like a key or something. And I'll get a little of both. I'm happy about that. And I've already got a good use for a shovel if I find one too. So that would be really nice. I think this is the only way to go. Yep. Let's use it. Oh man. Well, this is the only thing that lets me continue. Actually, no, it's not. I could go up to the foundation if I wanted to, which I might actually do. Because this would give me 3 keys, and then I could just go back outside, down and around through the basement, up to the foundation, and finish out the rest of the mansion that way. I don't have a reason to go back to the utility closet for any reason, so I wouldn't have to worry about being cut off from that. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Plus the garage is open, so I can just go out this way. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I think that's really not bad at all. Let's get my keys. Don't have car keys, unfortunately. But I can come back if I really need to. Alrighty. Can't climb this ladder, can I? Nope. I wonder if there's like a certain rank where I can put a garage and this would be like open. Probably not, but you never know. Since you can put it on multiple different ranks. Don't think I need to go. It would just be like, what, 5 more coins? Yeah, I'll leave it for now. And I don't think going through there gets me anywhere either. Like, I could get to the lever, but... Actually, could I? Yeah, by pushing the minecart I could, but... I think this is a faster way to get to everything in general. Right, I want to go... Should I go ahead and go to the lever? I don't think I have a reason to, so no. There is an extra gem over there. That's kind of a hassle. I'll come back if I really need it. Yay, elevator. Thank you. Okay. I guess first I probably want to go down. So let's do that. Oh, I wish this fit better, because I really want another treasure trove. But I also really want to make it over to the right-hand side. Rumpus Room also, same thing for that. I just wish it fit better. No, I'm going to do Boudoir, so I can get over there. Ooh, 3 letters. Let's go. I totally forgot about Boudoir having 3 apples in it, so that works out perfectly. Alrighty, let's keep going. Workshop. Yes, please. Give me something good. Battery, pretty typical, and possibly useful. I guess we'll see. I don't think any of that can be combined. Gymnasium fits exactly how I want it and won't do anything bad to me. Let's keep going down. Yeah, sure. Den is totally fine. Okay. Everything checks out. Do I want to go to the bottom corner, or do I want to go into this little spot in the middle? I probably just want a parlor so I can get more gems. And I don't want to waste my corridor at the very bottom of the house either. Thank you. Alright. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. Okay, so in this case this would be referring to the white box. It's false and it contains gems. Only one box next to this box is false and it contains gems. So either one of these. And only one box next to this box is false and it contains gems. So couldn't both of the blue and the black be true? And then that would make the white false and contain gems. I think so. That makes sense to me. Yeah, cool. And last but not least, I can't bear another classroom, so I guess I'm gonna do guest room. Magnifying glass! Yay, thank you. That's what I've always wanted. Okay. More keys actually sounds really good. And the added bonus of more steps. So I think I'll take that. Thank you. I've already looked at this. But just in case there's anything I missed here. Many more secrets that he will take to his grave. It's intriguing, for sure. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. Let me think about it. What are some places that I would like to have a magnifying glass for? I mean, I like the burning glass, and that I've already mentioned that, but I think there are some places where I do need just a regular magnifying glass to look at some things, and I'm trying to think about where those would be. I think the drafting studio is probably the biggest one because of the safe in there. But other than that, I'm not positive. I mean, I could get a kitchen and spend some coins. I think I'll at least see what's on sale here. Could add a second morning room. Might not be the worst idea. 3 extra gems. Sure. Why not? I actually don't remember if it's 3 or 2 gems, but we'll find out one way or the other. This is now the only way I can go, so I need to be careful. Yeah, let's do observatory. I'm not running low on keys, I'm not running low on gems. think it's all going just fine. And we'll see what I get here. I can choose between 5 different things. Maybe, I think this is the apple one up here in the middle, so I might do that if I can get to it. Although I might want to check to see what the other ones are. That one's a 9-star. This is a 7-star. 2, 2, and 4. Is that what this is? Or is this is a 3 and this is an 8 down here? Let me check the book, because I kind of want to start being a little more strategic about what I choose here. The twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. I think that would be more helpful if I had a sledgehammer, but I don't. The slice is plus 3 steps, not that helpful. Do I have a 4 on there? I don't remember. I do have a cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Maybe. Farmer's apple is definitely one of them, which would go well with my experiment right now. And then plus 1 key. I think I might. I think the apple is probably my best bet here. So let's do it. Apples are extra delicious. Cool. So yeah, I'm realizing now that when you get extra stars, it actually just means you have more of these options to choose from, which is really cool. I don't think I had put that together before, but you put that many stars in the sky and it makes all the constellations that can be made from that number of stars. Pool brings me across. I could do it and try to get another locker room. That might be good. And a sauna would also be helpful. I don't really want to go up yet if I don't have to, so let's do that. Oh, and there are also 2 trunks in here already. And some shoes. Very nice. Yeah, do I want to open the trunks? Maybe not right this second. Let me open this door first and see. Yeah, it does need a key. There's a morning room, but it doesn't go the way I want it to. So I think we have to do gymnasium here. Thing is, the chests can have really good stuff in them. Maybe I'll open one, and if I get more keys from it, then I'll open the other one. Ooh, does that count? I think that counts, because I am on the edge, like the east wing, so I'd say that counts. Ooh, I don't have a shovel though, so maybe not super helpful. And a compass, which I think might be a little helpful. Okay, nothing in here. So let's go up. Boiler room has power. I'm less and less incentivized to use the boiler room as I learn what it does in all the different rooms. Laundry room. It gives extra options. I can trade off steps for gems, which seems really risky unless I have enough gems to make it worth it in terms of how many steps I would end up with. Stars to allowance seems a little less worth it now. I would be lowering my allowance and increasing my stars. I don't think that's worth it. Dice to keys. I guess it just depends on what I'm working with at the time. I don't feel like it does much for the garage at all. Maybe I just completely missed what it did, but... Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know why. I tried to go back. That being said, it does get me 2 different exits, so I might just take it anyway. Yeah. I think that's fine. Okay. I don't think I'm going to turn on the power just yet, because I don't feel like I need to. Is this one also locked? It is not. Ooh, foyer. Always pretty tempting. Gets me up into the corner. Yeah, I'll take it. And, ooh. So here's the thing. Commissary might have a... whatchamacallit? I'll think of the word. Metal detector. And I already have the magnifying glass and the workshop, so that would be all I would need. So I think I have to take it, right? Just in case. Although library is something I've been waiting on, but no, I think I have to do this. Because library I can get whenever I want. Metal detectors! Oh, it's happening. It's all working out. I mean, sure. And absolutely, yes. I will take these. Cool. Okay. It is time to make my way all the way back. Through everything that I've... Nope, not this way. Gotta go back to the foundation, to the basement, all that stuff. I have made a very windy one-way passageway through most of this house. It's kind of fun, honestly, because I don't have to think about how to get everywhere. Man, I am so excited. Because there's not only the... I'm presuming what is a hidden door in the tomb itself that I'll probably be able to open with this. But there's also the torch room with the sigil that I would think would do something. So I'm really excited to test that out. Man, I can't believe it actually all fell into place today. That is really exciting. Gosh dang it, it was connected to the foundation. Okay. My bad, everybody. That's fine. We can go back. We have enough steps. We've got all the things increasing our steps today. We're not going to let my lack of directional ability to slow us down today. I mean, it definitely did slow us down, but we're not going to let it stop us. Oh boy. After I was just saying I don't have to think about which way to go. Yeah, it's not this way, that's for sure. Good grief. Today is how simple can we make the map and still manage to confuse me? The answer is very. Make it very simple, and I'll still be confused. Yeah, I'm going down this way. And that is where I put the workshop. We made it, everybody. We made it, eventually. Okay, magnifying glass, metal detector, assemble. Alrighty, burning glass, thank you. Is there a burning glass thing in here? No, I just wanted to make sure, because it seems like the type of place that might have that, but it is not. Okay, now we can go through the foundation. And I am locking myself out from using the magnifying glass in the drafting studio, assuming I can't get another magnifying glass on the run, which I think is true. I don't think I can. But that's okay. This is way more important. It's way more urgent, I would say, for this run, since it requires having the tomb and getting this. Oh man. I guess my other question is, what am I going to do with the dynamite in the trading post? I think that's my biggest mystery left with these outer rooms. Just not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Okay. Yes, there's one right here. So let's do it. Very nice. Are these the secrets that he took to his grave? No, it's just really helpful stuff. Nice. I'll take that. I'll take that. And yes, upgrade disc. Very nice. I don't remember if I've seen anywhere how many upgrade discs there are, but I've gotten quite a few now. I think that might be my 12th one. Maybe. Can't light these. Don't know if that means anything, or if it's just for atmosphere. I think that may have been the only one in the tomb itself, but I'm just going to look around just to be sure. All of these look pretty... Oh, here's one. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, is there anything up here, first of all? Oh man. Okay, well now I know. This is where I need to know the language. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this so I don't have to write it all down. What can I translate out of this from what I do know? I am realizing I never actually got a good picture of the vocabulary in the classroom. I did take a picture, but I think my phone was so low on battery that it didn't take it quite when I thought it did, and I ended up with a really blurry picture. Is that Oveldagiris? Toward. Probably to my something. Yeah, to my something. I don't know. Uleldao? Yeah, this is tough. This might be something I do on my own time, especially since I can pull out the footage from the classroom and get that other vocabulary stuff. Of course, I'll be sure if I do figure something out, I'll be sure to share it on part. Okay, here's a purple one. I don't know if I've ever seen purple squares, but They go downwards, I think. Whoa. This one rotates around. What color is this? This is like a... I mean, it looks purple to me. But obviously like a lighter purple, like a lavender or something. So the question is, what colors do we have available to us? Oh, is that pink? That might be pink. Okay, but anyway, it rotates everything around it. So let's reset. And we can rotate these. So purples make their way down. So do I want to do this? And then maybe rotate another... I think I need to bring everything down one. Yes, there we go. Yep, 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 yep. Awesome. Okay, and that is some more allowance. And I've now completed an Arajan puzzle. Okay. There's also a dig spot down here, which I find really interesting. Feels like there might be something important in there, but I don't have a shovel on me, so we'll have to come back. But that's okay, I think. I don't think I need to light these again. At least I'll hope. It seemed to be that way for the chapel, so I'm thinking it'll be that way for pretty much everything. I don't see anything in here to light, although this is suspicious, I think. Okay. I always get Mary Matthew Jones and Lady Epson's pictures confused, so I'm gonna assume that that was Lady Epson's grave, especially since I don't see anywhere else for that to be. But I don't know, and especially since it was, there's a letter in there written in Ajaran, or Arajan. Don't know what I'm saying. Ajaran is the first era. It's the Ajaran era or something. Yes, I want to go down this way too. I'll just pretend like I was saying Ajaran because of all of the Ajaran angels that were standing around. That's definitely what it was. Okay. Yep. This room feels pretty empty to me in terms of things I can actually interact with, but I think that's something for another time, probably. It's also interesting that there's this sign here. Okay, and now we make our way to the torch room. And I guess the question is, do I just light all of these, or do I have to light a certain orientation of them? I'm gonna bet it's probably light a certain orientation, but I also can't unlight them, so maybe not. Oh boy, something's happening. Oh wow. Very nice. We love staircases that do that. They're cool every time. Ooh, is this gonna open up a different passage up here so I don't have to get the tomb every single time? Because that would honestly be super helpful. 7/25/1915. After waiting the better part of 3 weeks for the equipment to be carefully hoisted down the cliffside, one piece at a time, the wait is finally over. Today we begin our formal foray into the mountain and begin excavation of the first tunnel, the first of many. To prevent future delays, Thomas Sinclair has generously volunteered to install a freight lift to facilitate both personnel to facilitate both personnel transport. Okay, interesting. However, after seeing his ornate designs, one can't help but feeling the Baron's delicate taste might be better suited for the ballroom crowd. Regardless of the particulars, I'm sure my crew won't object to riding down to the tunnels in a fashionable style. Interesting. I wonder if that's about the elevator that I unlocked with all the gas valves. Yeah. Because that's over there. Very cool. So now I can get into that area without having to draft the tomb every time. Is that helpful to me at this point? Maybe? What's over on this side? I mean, I guess I'm going to go back through so I can just look. Although, do I want to look at this book first? Is there anything any information I can get about the rays? Because that's really what I am lacking in my knowledge. Burst forth from the core, I'm assuming, will come something dividing lines, splitting the sigil into sections, I guess. From one sigil to another, the rays, something, differ in number, style, and direction. Something the differences in these immediately reveals several things about the realm, I guess. Counting the something, sigil will reveal transportation. So, does the number of rays determine the type of transportation? That's really interesting, if so. So maybe trains are used for, like, I'm already forgetting what the Arena Ares one looks like. I think it's three rays. I'm also about to pass through there anyway, so I can just check. But it's 3 rays. And maybe that means train. So the question is, what does Fen Ares use? Because they shut down all the trains, and they do have a different number. They have 4 rays. I guess I don't know what the other ones mean. They mentioned ships or something else. Have employed, yeah, I'm guessing it just means different realms have different transportation things. Something ship routes, 8 rays on these directions. So the directions also matter. But I don't think that lines up with the number of rays being able to convey the type of transportation. I think if you have directions that matter, you need to be able to use all 8 when necessary, regardless of what type of transportation you're using. Okay, they're clearly pointing out different types of rays. In fact, they're probably drawn on the left side of the page, and I can't see them. So the first one is ship routes, the second one is carriages, the third one is... I don't know. Or maybe, okay, maybe this is, okay, maybe I was reading it wrong. Hmm. Okay, so what if we say ship routes, like realms that use ship routes as their primary mode of transportation, will have 8 rays to make it look like a compass rose. Realms that use carriages make it look like a map. How do they make it look like a map? I don't know. Maybe 4 rays that go vertically and horizontally, and then something trails, rough trails. And then it says another, and then it says 4 rays. So maybe this one's also 4 rays, but they're diagonal instead. Or just configured differently. I don't know how. Something about horse galloping. I mean, the carriages definitely doesn't have to be 4 rays either. So I don't know. But it definitely seems like it's comparing this whatever trails to another one with 4 rays, because it's talking about configuring them differently, maybe. Locomotion. Rays here are used in... Yeah, so maybe that one's just 3. 3 rays for locomotion. Trying to decide... So on the right page, it looks like they're drawing more of the configurations. But then that what looks like the third one on the page, it like doesn't even look like a ray really. So I'm really not sure what that could be. I don't know. But we're missing basically that whole page. So that's pretty rough. The other issue is that we still don't really know lots of these things about the different realms. Like, we know that Horinda Ares used trains. That's like the biggest thing we know. We also know that Nuance uses dirigibles. But I would say that's probably about it in terms of transportation modes. We know about these, although we also don't really know the weather of most of these places. This is probably the easiest thing to learn about a lot of the different realms, because we now know that Kurarka is academic. Okay, interesting. Glad I took a second look at that, because that may have given me a lead on the rays and what they are, how they're used, all that stuff. Doesn't look like I can go through there. Trying to think if that's the other side. Well, no, doesn't really matter. Can't go through there. Yeah, 3 rays for this one. Foggy weather, I think. Yeah, in Metropolitan. Interesting stuff. Okay, cool. And what is over here that I can access now? That's the real question. There's the reservoir, there's the door to the fountain. Which I can also access from the foundation in the basement. And then I can be on this side of the cart, but I'm really not sure how helpful that all is. I don't know. I maybe should have left the reservoir drained just one thing so that I can cross it better. So maybe if I get a pump room this run, I'll do that. Okay, that is, I think, all the candles in the entire tomb and the catacombs and all that. So that's awesome. I'm not, off the top of my head, I don't know if I've seen any other special candles to light, but I'll try to look out for them and make a note of them when I see them. Yeah, and also at some point I'll want to bring a shovel back through here. Very nice. And I think the biggest thing there was that we have another puzzle that involves knowing the Arajan language. And that'll be really tough. Okay. We've got two ways forward, the boiler room and the commissary. So I think we go ahead and head back to those. And I'm going around this way because I don't want to move the cart that's over here. I'm still very lost when it comes to the tunnel. There's just like a really dark tunnel outside. No idea where it goes. Can I? Okay. Maybe before I go on, I have something to light fires with. Should I go into that tunnel and see if I can light those torches? Because I think it would be silly of me not to try that while I have the burning glass. So I'll just go in here. Spooky dark tunnel. Don't like it. And see if I can light these. Yes, I can. Oh boy. There's something here. Okay. 6/18/1918. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site. But now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. Oh. Tunnel. Always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. Weird. You can just make a super long tunnel? What would be the advantage of that? Huh. Very strange. Okay, well, I'm glad I came over here. Doesn't really look like I can do anything else back here, but very cool. I added tunnel. Just 1 second. Okay. I mean, I guess we might be able to see if we can draft this run. I'm assuming we can't look at any information about... Oh, I can. Okay, let's read about it. Tunnel. Going under all obstacles. The tunnel pierces through walls and rooms alike. What? This crudely excavated passage looks to be the work of someone determined to get where they are going, regardless of whether the house's floor plan is accommodating or not. So... I mean, my thing is not laid out for this, but let's say there was, like, a room right here, and it was blocking... Well, actually... Well, yeah. Basically, this left exit, if it's blocked off because there's another room here, could I instead just draft a tunnel to go straight through it and over to this other side? basically making it so that I can potentially reach every room every single run, maybe. I guess if I get lucky drawing a tunnel. That is very intriguing. Okay, not going that way. I am going to the basement. Don't know why I walked up here. Man, this is a great episode for discoveries. Thank you to the burning glass, because, man, lots of stuff hidden behind special candles and just, I guess, lighting torches and things. Do I want to check in there to see if there's anything to light? I don't think so. But you know what? We're down here already, so I think I will. Yeah, I can't do anything with the reservoir right now, unfortunately. Yeah. But I can go in here. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. Okay. And I guess I can just open up the north door while I'm over here. Just wanted to see if there's candles that I missed. Okay, doesn't seem to be any in the main chamber. Let's go ahead and pull this. Okay, cool. Right, I've got lots of these open. Are there any special candles in these chambers? Nothing here. And nothing here. Okay. Is there any of these? Are there any of these that I want to try? Do I think I know any more about any of them? No, not really. Yeah, I think I'll come back. Okay. We are going to finally head back up into the mansion and start making our way into the rest of the house and maybe find out what the deal with the tunnels are. That might have to wait until next time, but we'll see. Alrighty. Yeah, we want to go up from here. Any candles in here? Before I get too far. I think I've been up here like maybe once or twice since first solving this puzzle. I can still turn it, which is really interesting. Is there a point to that? No, I just can't look through it. There are like planets up there too, which is kind of interesting. Gotta turn it the other way. Can I point it more up? No. I think I can still turn it though. Is there a reason to turn it to look at anything else? I don't think we'll know until we try. Okay. Thinking maybe there would be something like on the wall that I can see through the telescope. Doesn't really look like it though. I guess maybe if I lower it, but then I don't think I'll be able to reach the lens. What if I move it back over one and then lower it a little bit? Because then the thing will be right next to me. Will that do anything? Yes, it will. Look at that. There's a door there. Planetarium. If you call it a day in planetarium, gain 2 stars. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Love a good tomorrow room, I assume is what that is. A circular theater featuring a dome-shaped projection screen upon which scenes of the stars and galaxies allow viewers to experience the splendor of the heavens. Cool. Well, I'm always a little suspicious when you can still interact with things, even after they're solved, so I'm glad I followed that through. I might need to check to see if there's like an extra door on the other side, but I mean, probably not, right? Yeah, no. Alrighty, very cool. We're doing all sorts of stuff today, and I am really enjoying myself. Nope, please go the other way. Please turn until you're facing back outwards. That's really cool because they provide you with like the obvious answer. Like, oh look, here's the open window, you need to point it at that. But then there's the less obvious answer of, what if you could reach the telescope? I wonder what you could do with that. That's really awesome. Okay. Let's continue onward. I don't think I checked the door in the commissary. But let's open this door. I think, yeah, I only have Secret Garden key, so let's just use one of these keys. This is free, which is pretty nice. I think I just need a broken lever and I would be able to break down the wall in the weight room. Because I have a hammer and I have a battery. And I think those are the 3 ingredients for that. I can look, so I should. Sledgehammer, broken lever, battery pack equals power hammer. Yes. Do I want to lose half my steps? I think maybe I'd be fine with that. Kind of dangerous to say. But yeah, let's do it. There's definitely a risk there, but I feel like I was really good on steps, so I don't think I really mind losing half. Okay. We do need to be pretty careful with our last key. I could put a furnace here and get a key. Could put a laundry room here and trade out some currencies. In fact, I could put a laundry room here and trade my coins for my keys. And that would give me 12 keys total. I'm thinking that might be a good trade-off. Yeah, let's do it. And actually, let me look. I think I just mentioned this before. I think I can trade my steps out for something, right? Steps to gems. Well, I only have 5 gems, so that's probably not a good call. But if I had more gems than steps, then that might be a good way to get more steps. But that's probably not really the intent of the trading those. I want, yes, coins. Nope, coins for keys. Yes, please. Oh, it costs 10 coins, doesn't it? That's fine. Still more keys than I had before. Okay. Yeah, I'm still happy about that. Oh, coin purse. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's go up from here. It's locked. I do have 6 keys now, so probably should just go ahead and unlock it. Classroom definitely gets me more where I want to go here. So, although I could redraw. I don't think I necessarily want to redraw here though, because this fits well. Doesn't cost anything. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let me also look. What does dormitory do? Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting one of those rooms, gain 10 steps. And how many steps away is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I guess the question is, first of all, have I drafted any other of those type of rooms? Any other drafting rooms? I don't think, nursery, but that was before. I feel like the way it's worded, it doesn't stack, right? But I don't want to assume that. So we're going to keep going. Extra delicious apple. And a letter from my mailroom. Thank you. Ooh, hall pass. What does this do again? You will not lose steps when traveling between 2 adjoining hallways. Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway do not cost gems to craft. That's okay. Yeah, I'll need to think about that. Yeah, let's use a key. Yeah, so here, I think I want to do corridor, because the end of it will definitely be unlocked. And then maybe I'll want to draft a hallway from here, if it would normally cost gems. None of these are hallways, but I could redraw. Let's redraw once, just to see. Still nothing. Trying to think. I feel like I could do pump room, right? Because I can transfer some water from the fountain into the reservoir so that it's at a level that makes more sense to travel around in there. How much of an advantage would that really be? I feel like not much. I can already access both sides of the reservoir. from different places. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. What I could do is put a break room here so that I can get at least one other key and a key card tomorrow. Or I could re-roll again. I'd really like a hallway here, especially since I would like to go in all sorts of different directions, and I feel like a passageway here would be awesome. None of those, but the aquarium actually isn't too bad. Oh, but the library. Okay, I have to go library, which I'm fine with having used my redraws on that. Oh, and this is where the treasure map is, but I don't have a shovel. Okay. Final book that I have access to right now. I don't know if I can buy more from the shop or not, but okay, here we go. History of Arindia, Ajara to Araja, which is an interesting way to put that. Huh. Alright, here it is. Not redacted. Let's go. Oh boy. Okay, Arindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen, its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generation in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Arindians. Ooh. Yet, we must not let the flame of our history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for generations yet to come. Yeah, I can see why they may have wanted to censor that. Okay. Castle Arindia. Ooh. Chapter 1, Ajara. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajara, by the ascension of the first king of Arindia, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Interesting. Okay. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, the black banners of Arindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry along every thoroughfare from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. Interesting. Okay. Second era. It was the fourth king of Arindia who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift and called his new realm Orinda Aries, after the angelic paragon of royalty, Orinda. I wish there were more in here about the angels. But that's very interesting. Angelic paragon of royalty. I mean, that makes sense with what Orinda looks like. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries, the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. Okay, I should probably write down that Arch Aries is stormy, because that is weather, and that determines the type of rays. I do know that much about rays. Let me look at my notes. Stormy weather looks like a lightning bolt. So I'm going to write that this is a lightning bolt or stormy. Don't know how many rays, don't know which ways they're facing. But that's pretty cool. Okay. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. So, yeah, I already have poetry written down as like the moat to use for that. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me anything about the weather there, or anything else for that matter. But that's okay. Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Araja. So I wonder if all three of them, the transportation would be railways? Maybe. Not sure. Okay. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future, a promise that would unfortunately, as my readers will soon find, not be kept. Fourth Era. As the kingdom of Arinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people, eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. I remember this one. It was redacted in such a way that made it look like he just had a drinking problem. Desolates was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Oris, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare. That's interesting that the capital used to be Reddington. Interesting. Yet, not all were swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. Wow, this guy does not like Fen Ares, that is for sure. 5. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolates III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age, and surrounded by his people in Oris, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the very next day, the 6th of October, that seems like an important date. Oh boy. I gotta write that down somewhere. Okay. Doesn't have a year, does it? No, I'm actually kind of surprised there aren't any years in this at all. But they probably don't want to overload me with different years so that I don't have to write them all down. Okay. 6th of October. The self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself true monarch. I'm going to write day after desolate passing Prince Learson declares himself king. Okay, I have that date written down in case we need it. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared his father's good name but little of his virtues. Okay. So people didn't really necessarily like Desolates III's son quite as much, so they weren't too against Prince Learson taking the throne. Interesting. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. And that, first of all, I want to point out, I think when I read the redacted version of this, it was in one of the episodes that I lost, so it didn't end up on YouTube. But when I read that, it made me think that my character, Simon, is probably the rightful heir to the throne. Because I'm thinking if they fled south, they fled to Araja, and we know that my mother's side of the family is from Araja, or specifically like Lady Epson and all of them. So I'm wondering if they were the royalty that had fled. I'm curious about that. It may or may not be true, but that's my current theory. 6. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. And as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners that we raise, but by that which connects us, a land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Orindia. Very interesting. Yeah, I can see why Fen Ares really did not want this. In its current state. Because it's very, very critical of Fen Ares, I think. And very nostalgic for the time of Orindia and even of Orinda Ares. Yeah. Trying to think if I've learned anything about the different realms through this. Nuance, I think, is not considered part of Arindia. Because it's not really mentioned. Especially not in this part where they mention Arindia being split into 3. So obviously I think only these 3 are part of it. And Nuance is kind of its own thing. Very close by, but not part of Arindia. Very interesting. I like it. Okay. Is there anything I need to do upstairs? I don't think so. So I think I'll just keep going. Bookshop. I might want to just check to see. Especially since this is the only place I can draft this. I want to check to see if I've gotten all the books from here. I don't have any coins on me, obviously, but I can at least find out. No, Realm and oh, no wonder. No wonder I am struggling so much, because the one book that I haven't bought is the one about all the... Good grief. Okay, well, I at least know that now, so whenever I get enough coins... Wow, I've drafted like no dead ends. Okay, maybe I should start thinking about splitting some passageways and making some dead ends. Yeah, let's use a regular key here. Armory would fit well, although I want to save up my coins. But it is free. It is a good corner. I'll just take it. That's fine. This would be... best opportunity to use the special key would be one room away from here. So let's use a regular key. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Oh, a shovel. Very nice. Let's dig. Has all of my hard work paid off? Do I get not 1 but 2 items that I need? And more steps? As if to say, yes, you should go back all the way to the workshop. How many steps will that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, back to the workshop. Then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, back to the weight room. And then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, back to here, which leaves me with 6 steps. I do have the running shoes, so I would probably have some more than that. I also only have 5 rooms left that I can actually get to. So maybe this is what I should do. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I can also dig up some more stuff in the meantime, especially this. Yep, let's dig. What did I get? One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly contains 40. Ooh. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna come back this way. I don't want to waste steps going back and forth. They are very precious to me. Yes, in here. Any dig spots in here at all? I don't think so. No. Man, I am just so lucky. I'm getting real lucky. And I'm certainly not complaining about it. Let's dig. Yes, give me more steps. Man, I am loving this. This is so good. Okay, through here. Okay, it doesn't look like I can draft here, but also I can't like cross over the room anyway, so I don't know. One of these days I'll find out how the tunnels work. And I can dig in here. So let's do that. Okay, nothing. That's fine. Nothing. That's, I guess, also fine. But I was kind of hoping for something in one of them. Let's go down. Is this down? Yes. Okay. And right here is where I would like to craft. The thing is, I can also do a jackhammer, which I've never done before. But the problem with the jackhammer is that I don't know where to use it. And I do have a specific place where I want to use a power hammer. So I think we're just going to have to do this. We'll do jackhammer some other time. And hopefully get good use out of it. But for now, the power hammer is a priority. Okay. So from here, what we want to do is go back. I wonder if I should have gone around to the dormitory while I'm over here. It'd probably still be worth it, actually. So let's do that. I think it'll get me just a couple of extra steps. That'll be useful. Thank you. That's plus 10. I think that's all I get. Yes. That's totally fine. I guess it probably wasn't all that helpful. Especially if my shoes don't kick in for any of these room transitions. I think it saved me 1 step. Which is better than no steps. I'm just going to look at this several times so I know that I'm going the right way. There are my shoes. Okay, yes, right in here. And right here, actually. Break it down. Okay, here is a false statement. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. Okay, well, thank you. I already knew it was permanent. Oh, and here's the other part of the underground map. Is there anything here I don't know? That's the torch room? Is number 8? Yes. Which I've already solved. I've lit all the torches in there. There's the elevator at number 1 that leads up to the foundation. There's the catacombs. I don't see anything super special about the catacombs. Okay. Don't think there's anything too crazy there. We can open the south door, which I don't think actually leads anywhere. But now we have an extra lever, so that's nice. I think that's all that's in this little nook. Okay. That'll work. Man, I've been taking risks, and they've been paying off. Am I learning all the wrong lessons? Probably. Okay. What would really make this day... Wow, that's pretty cool. What would really make this day just absolutely incredible is, first of all, buying this. Thank you. That's the last book that they have. I'm confirming that for myself. There are no more books to be purchased. So once I read Realm and Maroon, I have read all the books that are available to me. To finish my statement, what would be really nice is if I could get a mailroom, read all those letters, and start my next day off even better. What is this? Okay, well, I feel a little less satisfied with myself now knowing that I can just purchase one of these for 8 coins. Can light candles and ignite fuses. When it says ignite fuses, that definitely makes me think dynamite. I'm not going to purchase that. I wonder if I've maxed out my axe. I wonder if I can no longer use an axe. Which is fine. I did the 3 things I wanted to do the most. Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend money on any of those things right now. Okay. I could do pump room. I can't do either of these because they're dead ends, and I want to potentially get a mail room. What would be nice is if I could get something with a little more exits, but that's fine. I don't want to waste my redraws right now. Can I fill the reservoir up a little more? I think I can. I just want to fill it up 3 though, which seems like it might be a little difficult to pull off. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We can work with that for sure. Yeah, so let's drain the fountain, which would be like this, I think. And which one's the pool connected? No, yes, the pool. Yeah, it's all connected to 1, I think, the first tank. Yes, okay. Yeah, let's drain this. And then we also want to fill the pool for the time being, which means I have to wait for this. But then I can just go back and forth like this again. This will take a second, and I am running out of time for my own stuff, but it's fine. Okay, I want to fill the pool all the way. Okay, and there's that. Yes, this I think will work. And let's empty the fountain all the way. And let's fill the pool all the way. And then let's do this and fill the reservoir. Okay, very nice. Now I want to fill the fountain and empty the pool. So I'll do this. And empty the pool. Yeah. And then just fill the fountain back up. And then I think I'll have this how I want it. This is a lot of time spent doing this. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. And just like that, it's all done. In one single instant. Okay. Yeah. Clock tower would be nice, but I'd rather just have a way down. Yeah. I want to fill out the rooms that I can. Okay. Break room would be actually pretty nice. So I think I will. Yeah. I want to do one of these. I've got all your secrets figured out thanks to my time in elementary school. So this is 16. Nope. I promise I have this figured out. It's 20. Minus 16 is 4. Squared is 16. This is 2. Squared is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Squared is 25. Minus 20 is 5. This is 3 squared is 9. Plus 1 is 10. Squared is 100. Divided by 20 is 5. Divided by 5 is 1. Nice. Okay, now I don't have to worry about... I was not worried anyway, because I don't have that many rooms left. Okay, I don't want to use a special key here because I would like a mailroom. No, I'd like a mailroom. I'd like a mailroom. Okay, no mailroom, but planetarium. I'll take it. Ooh, pretty. Can I do anything? Whoa. Okay, so this tells me exactly what will appear on all the days. So today I did in fact see the Twins, the Slice, Southern Cross, Farmer's Apple, and Clavis. And I chose Farmer's Apple because I love my delicious apples. Here are some notable ones. First appearance of both Diamondus Minor and Major in the same sky is on 29. Interesting. Okay. 7 different constellations observed in a single night on day 40. Sorry, these are not days, but these are stars, number of stars. And then 50, there's a new constellation. Oh boy. So theoretically, I should make it my goal to get to 50 stars so I can see that new constellation. Any other hidden secrets that I can find in the seats? I don't think so. Alright, pretty simple little room. Nothing too crazy about it. This is kind of interesting. Don't know why this part is not there, but maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it. Actually, it looks kind of like an E. I swear, if there are hidden letters in every single freaking room, I might need therapy. What in the world? Hanging out here once again really reminds me of the good old days at The Mice Will Play. What does that mean? Oh, why am I finding so many things this episode? Am I just like, are my eyes turned on today? I don't know. Something's going on with me, or the game, or both. Do I need to take a picture of this? No, I'll be here again. It's fine. I get break rooms all the time. Hanging out here once again really reminds me of the good old days at the Mice Will Play. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The Mice Will Play. Don't know. Do I have enough steps to get back to commissary? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I do. Not necessarily to get back, though. But there might be a mailroom up there. I think it's worth it. I don't need to come back. It's fine. It would be nice, but I think I'm on a roll today and want to get the most out of this day that I can. It's the lucky rabbit's foot, man. That's the answer. That's exactly what has brought me so much luck today. Okay, and I can just use this. I don't really want any of these in particular, so sure, I can go with showroom. Make this a really shoppy kind of place. Any new items in here? I don't think so. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. I might get that, actually. That sounds like it would actually really help me. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. And now I can see if I can get back. I don't think I can with 7 steps. Unless my thing happens to trigger like 5 times. I think I'm already screwed. Well, you never know until you know. It's going to trigger 5 times starting right now. Nope, okay. That's alright. Yep, I am calling it a day with my moon pendant. I don't get a key card and I don't get stars, but that's fine. Wow, I got so many things. Clockwork Shopping Center. That's really cool. Look at all those gears. I like the different pictures of the mansion based on the different little titles you get. I think the windows change colors depending on like the colors of rooms that you have the most of, or you have a lot of. It's really cool. And there's like spinning gears at the bottom left too, which is really interesting. Only 1 new room, surprisingly, which was the planetarium, but crazy that I was able to find that. I also found tunnel because I had the burning glass, which I also use in the tomb and in the torch room. Opened up some new passageways, found a new puzzle involving the Arajan language, which I might try to do off part, we'll see. We read the unredacted history of Arindia, which was cool. What else did we do? We unlocked the south lever that's in the weight room. What else? I don't know. Probably something. We did fix the reservoir so that I can make my way across there if I want to, which is nice. Oh, we bought the last book from the bookshop, which will hopefully give me all the information I want about these sigils. We'll see. It is called Realm and Rune. I don't know how much Rune has to do with sigils, but maybe. So yeah, things just went really, really well today, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like or a positive comment, because that really helps me out. And uh, before I end, I just want to say I have seen likes on the videos and comments on the videos, and even when you're just like, hey, just so you know, like, it's okay that you keep opening your your map over and over again, because at least we get to see what your map looks like. That's just, it's so encouraging to see that somebody is watching and taking in my content and enjoying it and feel like they can contribute that kind of stuff. Um, Seriously, that means so much to me. So when I say that stuff at the end of the videos about likes and positive comments, I'm not messing around with that. I really, it just truly makes this all worth it to me. So thank you so much. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.